Okay, this is what I got from Etsy this week. My third thing I got. I had another video with the other two things. This is the 50, I think this is the 50 count. Did I write it down anywhere? It was for $10, and it's from, hold on, it's here, and Vanetta Crafts on Etsy. No, it was 100 because I counted it, and there was 130 things in here. Not everything is vintage. Oh, and this top bit. All right, let's start with, this is a swap that I got this week. It is paper clip, altered paper clips. Oh my word, I can't think. And they came from a gal in a group that I'm in, Junk Journal Buddies on Facebook, and we have monthly swaps. And so these are really great, and I'm hoping she likes the ones that I sent her. We've got a little extra things, a Rolodex card, which I never did show you guys. I did get a Rolodex a couple weeks ago. And these are all pockets, which I will try to make that at some point. It's really cool. And a couple tags. And there were a couple die cut pieces in there as well. And then, you know, I have to save the washi tape. And I think she made this envelope out of paper, which is cool. Love it. All right. So that was one thing I received this week. And the other thing is this, which is 100. I'll say 100 plus. I think this is 100 from Vanetta. It was $10 before shipping. And got this piece of fabric. Oh, and it comes in this really cute, I'm going to try to make this too, although I don't have this kind of vellum. I do have some vellum though. Not as thick as this. I don't know if that's vellum or, I don't know, but it's really cool. And I did sort these a little bit, so it'll be easier this time round. Stuff keeps falling out though. So there were some pieces of wallpaper. And this, from a pattern maybe. It's just a long strip. And then we've got some tags and coupons. And like I said, I actually did count these, and there were 130. So some of them are really small, but like these blank tags are great. Definitely will use those on some things. We've got a, you can see what that says. Oh man, I don't ever cough until I'm on here. What's up with that? And then a little ice coupon check, B&W, Southern Oil Stores, and merchandise stores coupons, and then some play money, and then a lot of tickets. Many of them are from the Cascade Drive-In, but they're in multiple colors, which is nice. And then all these are, I believe, bus tickets. It says Go by Bus on the back, and a train. Louisville and Nashville Railroad Company. A couple more tickets, look like bus tickets. And that one doesn't say Go by Bus on the back. 11p, so, you know, 16p, so those are from overseas. And we have a milk top and some tags that just, there's some various vegetables and fruits and whatever these are, and some more. These are labeled. Yeah, a lot of these are labels. And a little airmail and more labels. Urgent, glass handle with care, which I thought would be cute in an Alice Wonderland, when, you know, on the page where she drinks the thing out of the glass. And then there's this cute envelope. I love the size of this envelope, and I have the envelope tab punch thingy, so I'm gonna try to make it. So we got some cigar labels, and several stamps, and then a bunch of these little vendor stubs. So those kinds of things come in this. I just wanted to share the ephemera packs that I got on Etsy, because a lot of people don't buy them because they don't know what they're going to get. You can only see so much in the picture. So I figure if I show you, it gives you an idea of what to expect. It won't be exactly this. They're all different, you know, obviously. You can't give the same exact thing every time. I think this is a coaster. It's like plastic on one side, and I don't know what this material is. And it can come off, so I think you could deco. It's napkin-y feeling. And this little label. And then this looks old. It looks like a piece of estimate paper. Then we have a flat seed packet. And this is dated 1978. This is the bottom half of a page. Looks old. There's different, some looks like pencil, some looks like a really fine pen, but I don't know the date on that one. And then here is a check from 1920 and some message. Union Pacific, Northwest Lumber Sales, a tea-dyed index card, and then there's some book pages, and there's this Gowan Bank Olton, but this was really cute. Where is he? There he is. He's so cute. Little birdies. And this has a really interesting texture on it. Then a piece of ledger paper and a piece of onion paper. And then this is a piece of notebook paper which has a watermark that says Super Ring Book. And then there's a book page here with a flower on each side. And part of a book page here without a complete flower. Oh, and this is fussy cutted from, where did it go? I actually have it. From this book. I actually was looking through that book today that I got last week at Tuesday morning, and I was like, oh yeah, that was in my thing. You are special? No, you are special. And then this looks more like a, I don't think this is actually vintage, but it's cute. This looks like it was cut from paper as well, and I've seen somebody with this paper pack. And then it says postcard, just from a paper pack. I think that might be from a paper pack, and that might be. But when you figure, you know, she advertises 100 and you get 130, when 10 things are from a paper pack, it's not that big of a deal. And that was everything from that, I believe. And she has a little thank you sticker on there, which is sweet. And then these little labels, the blank ones, they have adhesive on the back, like they're old stickers. So they're not like reprinted from, so they're not like somebody else's labels out there she printed. They look like old labels. And then this weekend I went to thrift stores, and these were, I got 30% off at this one thrift store. So these were 69 cents, got 30% off. They were all in there, I think. But I'm going to use them. I'm actually going to use one as a template. And I'm going to use them to make, I'll collage on some, and I'll just use a flower paper pack to make some flower bunnies. And I think they'll be cute. And then that trip is also where I got this awesomeness. And this awesomeness, which I've shared in my, this paper's nice and thick. This one's a lot thinner. But they're both like nice and thick paper packs. So this one's thinner, and they're both one-sided. This says National Institute of Health on the side. Which is not in England. Anyway, and then at the other, let's see, I should do this with one thrift store at a time, huh? This was the same thrift store. I'm not sure how I'll use these. I wanted to use them in like the Dumbo book and the Toodle book or something, because they're trains, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe I'll alter them and do something totally different. Maybe I'll use them in that. I don't know. I got a comment about my last little golden book, that it was juvenile, so I need to up my game and make them a little less that way, I guess. And then look, I found this at the next thrift store I went to, which was Savers. Love Savers. It's where I got all my pans that you would have seen in my video about tea dyeing, or the stuff I tea dye. So it's got the little cases, just, you know, it just comes with 2. And it's got the spinner, so I could use that as a pocket somewhere. You use these pieces of cardboard from the boxes, and then I've got several of these I can just stick in as little, or I can alter them. But they're vintage, and vintage is always fun. I'm a little distracted because I'm like, I had another game I got too. It's called Rat Race, and it's also vintage, and I'm not sure exactly. Oh, here it is. This was covering these papers. So if I hadn't, and it was all in plastic, so if I hadn't looked underneath, I would have never found that yummy goodness. Here's the Rat Race game I found. It's from the 70s. And it's got the board, which is good condition. I've never played this game. I'd never heard of this game, but I figured at the very least there'd be all this play money, and that's always fun. And then there's all these cards I could alter. And I wasn't sure what to do with these, but after watching Liz for a Day, I know I could put a little eye hook in the top and turn it into a dangle. Same with these beautiful blue dice. I mean, really? Really? I'm not colorblind. I'm really not. I know these are green. These green dice. Oh my word. And then I can also use, this is a nice solid chipboard here. So that I can also use. And somebody was trying to sell it for $3 and couldn't. So the thrift store wanted to sell it for, where'd it go? $3.99. But I bought it because the cheapest one I saw online was $16, and it looked newer than that one, maybe. I don't know. Alright, also from Savers, I just got myself some little golden books. This is a newer one, A Day at the Sea. This one is not in the best condition. It's older though, 1991. But that's the first Alice in Wonderland I found. Little Pussy Cat, because I do want to do a cat book. So even if I don't do this one as a altered book, I could still use the pictures in the cat book. But I will probably do this one as an altered book, little golden book journal, because it's copyright 1951. And I have another one of these which has some pages that are in bad condition. But I like to have more than one if I'm going to do a little golden book. And this one's 1975. Because I like to use the pictures from one to make tags and stuff in the other. And then I finally found a Snow White. And it is 1948. So that one, awesome. And then I have a Rudolph one. I just, like I said, like to have a second one. Or maybe I'll make 2. First copyright was 1958. And then this one's 1985. With the new illustrations, the copyright. So that would be the 1985. And then this one's 1988 Dumbo. It was in really good condition. This is the original Bambi story, 1984. I don't know who went and wrote these stupid numbers in there. This one I'll definitely make an altered book out of, because it's the Bambi story and not the Bambi and Friends. And that's one of the things I was doing this week. Just another Dumbo one, because you never have too many Dumbos. This one's 1988. So I have one I'm going to do with a circus theme and one I'm going to do with an elephant theme. And I have one of these. So this one's 1992. And it has the newer pictures in it. So I will either make 2 altered books or use the pictures from that one to make tags for the other one. And then we have these, which I'm always hesitant to spend $4 on what I can't look at. This is, let's see what this is. Something grown-ups do. It's just something you enjoy. It's a game, but I can just use them as altered cards. These have letters on them, so if I could always keep the letter showing on that side, or I could just alter the one side and keep the other side. Got a nice little box. And then Alphabet Go Fish. Usually there's some cute pictures, like I could put that in one of the Dumbo books. There's a vulture, turtle. See, that could work in a mermaid book. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, they're so cute. It's a mommy and a baby. And we've got horse, mommy and oh, I didn't realize there were mommies and babies. Must be a duckling in there somewhere. Oh, there's the adult, the big vulture. And the baby vulture. I was wondering why that vulture looks so funny. Get the squirrel. So yeah, you get the picture. Mamas and babies. Umbrella bird. Never heard of it. Okay. A narwhal. Iguana. But he will probably go, probably each one will go in a Pokey Little Puppy book because they've got the lizard in there. And different stuff. See, that could go in the Toodle book where he sees the cows. That could go in the Shy Little Kitten book. So I'm always thinking of stuff like that. Like, it could go in such and such of a Little Golden Altered book and kind of go with that theme. But the main reason I got this bag was because of the Christmas ones. I have a bunch of Christmas Little Golden books. Alright, this doesn't even feel full. It's Old Maid Card Game, Old Santa. So this is what I was most interested in. So, Old Maid, instead of Old Maid, it's Old Santa. So we have reindeers and wreaths and bells and birds and candy canes. See, these would be great in the Christmas journals for fun. And at some point I'll show you the other. Well, I can't show you the book because I've already torn it apart, but I found a really cool book at the thrift store. Let's see. I think I'm saving the best for last. So this one I got because, I mean, these has a lot of cards in it. Oh, I didn't even realize I had a small deck. But what I like when they have the phonics cards, because they usually, whoops, hope I didn't want to use that box for anything. Oh, these are a little bit, not, my other phonics cards I liked a lot. Because, where are they? They were a little more vintagey looking. Yeah, I don't think I ever showed the stuff I got at the thrift store that week. So yeah, these, I was hoping they were going to be vintagey like the other one. They're not, but I can always alter them. Or, I should have, well, it's hard to tell when they're in the bag. But I got a lot of cards to alter now. I'm sure these were got at the dollar store. And these are Go Fish. Let's see, are they all Sleeping Beauty? Oh, look at some older. So they're, no, all the princesses. So Ariel, Cinderella, Mulan, Sleeping Beauty. So they've got, all right, they're all mixed up again, or whoever everybody is. Belle, Jasmine. So they have the princesses in them. But there were like a bunch of them. So that one was Go Fish. This one is old. There are two Old Maid ones in here. They have also more princesses and their dates. Oh, I can look and see if Prince Charming is the same guy and if he's been cheating all these years. And then we have this little baby cards, which I didn't even know were in there. Which I can leave a couple of them plain for my, when I do a fairy book. So they've got the different, although I'm going to do more of a F-A-E-R-I-E book. There's a difference, you know. Not really. And I don't know what this, I'll probably just end up altering these, right? Looks like some, it's a war game. It's actual. Let's have some, oh, I will be doing a dragon journal. Probably wear a lot of these. And then on this side, it just says cardinal. So there's birds on one side. That is weird that it's, that's on one side. And then one more thing. This, let's see, that was $3, but they looked really nice. It's even in a nice box. So these are Alphabet Flower Rummy Ooh, polka dots. I like polka dots. Yellow lady slippers, my favorite, one of my favorite flowers. They remind me of home. I'm from Massachusetts originally, and we used to go walking in the woods with my aunt, and we would find lady slippers all the time. So these are absolutely gorgeous. I would say these and the paper are my favorite finds this week. So these and the ledger paper. That, oh, maybe Snow White too. So look at this, is a nice box. When those cards are gone, I'm keeping that box for sure. All right, thank you for joining me today and seeing all the stuff I got this week. And as you can see, I finally have my setup back up. My table is finally clean again, and I'm going to get back to crafting today. I'm not sure what I'm going to work on because I did a lot of fussy cutting this week. Did a lot of printing and fussy cutting, and I did dyeing of the papers, and so now I have like all the supplies to work on. And I've got the flower journal I need to keep working on for the lady, which there's a whole video on this. And I'm working on stuff for inside that. Like here's an example of the other phonics that I found. I like that deck much better. So we've got all these. So all right, my family's been quiet long enough. I gotta go. Thank you for joining me. Have a delightful day.